Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know
Group.
what time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? It's your boy Maas. And it's Friday. And before we begin, we got to give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to make it to another day. It's kind of melancholy making that statement today because I've been gone for a couple days. And the reason I've been gone is because one of my uncles, my Uncle Leonard, Bebop, passed away last week. And I was kind of upset with myself because when I went home for the Kentucky Derby, I talked to my uncle via video call. We talked a couple of times, and I was supposed to get up to the rehabilitation center to see him before I went home. And I got busy with things that I was doing while I was at home, and I didn't get a chance to go see my uncle. So I got back to Cincinnati on Monday. And one of my little cousins had hit me and said, "Did I get a chance to go see Bebop?" And I was like, "Nah, I didn't get a chance to get up there." And my brother called me Tuesday morning and told me that my uncle had passed. And I was heartbroken. I was hurt. Because whenever I went home, I always went to go sit down and talk with my uncle and things of that nature. And when I got that call from my brother that my uncle had passed, I was really hurt. So Yeah, I've been gone for the last couple days. Last night when I got back in town, I was going to do the show, but I just wasn't mentally. I was mentally and physically tired, so I didn't even come on last night. So tonight's show was really supposed to be last night's show, and basically I have a show called the Roundtable where I'll have different people on the panel with me every week. There'll be some regulars and there'll be some people that join in for certain conversations that we have. But tonight's roundtable, there could be two more people joining us, but right now it's Juggernaut, YWG, and myself. There's two other individuals that may be joining in on the panel, but basically what the roundtable is it's a show where the people that join the panel, they will have a topic that we all discuss along with everyone that's in the chat and things of that nature. We'll all interject on whatever the topic is. Sometimes we may be in total agreement with the topic that is at hand, and then sometimes we may disagree. But that's what the roundtable is all about. It's really we may talk about the current events that may have happened this week, or it may be a discussion that's a continuation of a previous show that I've had. But yeah, we will do the roundtable once a week. Shouts out to everybody watching on Instagram. Shouts out to everybody watching on Twitch. Not Twitch. I'm banned for Twitch. I got another month I'm banned on Twitch. But everybody that's watching on Instagram, everybody that's watching on Rumble, Africa TV, my people that are in South Korea, and my people in Nigeria, as well as the MA family and everybody that's watching right here on YouTube. But we were having some technical difficulties before the show started. We're gonna see if everything's been fixed. And y'all know me. It's the round table. It's the round table, so I had to all like score. We got YWG with me.
Yo,
Okay. We got YWG here in the house. We'll also have Juggernaut joining us. I sent him the link. We're waiting. But y'all already know me. So I'm gonna let YWG introduce himself to you all. And he'll tell you all what he's got going on his YouTube channel. He may put this link up so you can go check him out and subscribe to his channel. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to the page, and share this video out. Now I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna let YWG take front center. Go ahead, my brother.
hey, just a short little introduction. Your weekend gardener here, YWG. Let me move myself over for a second. Pretty much my channel is a gardening channel, and I just demonstrate some of the things, some techniques that I learned over the years as far as gardening, different vegetables, fruit trees, the do's, the don'ts, what works for me, what didn't work for me. And I kind of work with the lay person, the person that is new to gardening, and the person that's kind of fearful of gardening, because I have a lot of friends that I know that are very fearful of gardening for some odd reason. A lot of people always say, "Well, I kill plants. I'm not good. I don't have a green thumb." Those excuses like that. And all I say is just keep trying, find something that can grow in your area and grow it. Um, so that's pretty much all I got. Maas.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I was just letting you
Kick it.
kick it and get your information out there. We'll have
Yeah.
Juggernaut join us in a little bit. But I'm gonna save my topic for last. I'm gonna let YWG put his topic out there, and we'll begin this discussion.
Just trying to change this light a little bit.
Man, do your
Okay,
thing. Do your thing.
my topic is actually something that we brushed over maybe about a year or two ago. And I put this out there. Is it time for black folks to leave America? I got a lot of kickback on that. I think we did that show about a year or two ago.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
somewhere
Yeah.
in there.
And what I got from a lot of people, a lot of the resistance was, I'm not leaving. I'm going to fight. I'm not giving up. This is my land too. That kind of talk. Well, with the new administration that's in the office now, I try to pay attention to what they're doing, some of the rules that they're putting in place, and I try to project where this country is going in the future. I mean, what dude is doing right now is just a little soft. How can I say it? I think he's just seeing where we are, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Because there's a lot of stuff that he's doing is, according to the Constitution, is quite illegal, but he's doing it anyway, and he's getting away with a lot of stuff. I see a question that someone said that you're crazy, and
Score
someone
here.
did,
Where we
yeah.
going?
Where we going? We can go anywhere, Scorp. You got a passport. You're not a criminal. You're not behind on child support. You can go anywhere you want. Me, myself, I'd rather be around a lot of people that look like me, to be honest. And I
What's
know
up?
some
What's
people,
up?
I'm sorry.
What's going on, man?
What's
We got,
going on, Chief?
we got Juggernaut TV that's joined us. Juggernaut, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. How y'all doing? Happy New Day.
Happy New Day.
Happy New Day.
We're
What,
gonna,
what's
we
Scorp?
we're gonna finish YWG's question, and then once he's done, then we'll let Juggernaut introduce himself.
Okay. What Scorp? That kind of talk about where we're gonna go, take your tail here, this and this. If you're good, you're good. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about the people who think they're good. You're good, you're good. It ain't for you. But my thing is, this is a big planet, and for you to sit up here and think that this is all we got is here, that's kind of pathetic thinking, in my opinion. Because if you got a passport, you got a little money in your pocket, you can go anywhere you want to. You don't have to be stuck in the neighborhood that you grew up in. That makes no sense to me. My thing is, explore your horizons, go see different cultures, go different places. Because you know what? You might like it.
I agree with what YWG is saying about get out there and see things, but YWG's topic touched on what I was going to discuss, and we can add it all together into one discussion. But what I was going to say is that with the state of America and everything that Trump is doing in terms of his foreign policy, the tariffs, and everything that's going on, there have been a lot of Americans that have been visiting other countries have been getting deported. I know one person in particular, one of my good buddies on YouTube, Philly Dom. If y'all never checked out Philly Dom, go check his page out. But Philly Dom went to Brazil, and while he was in Brazil, he was basically deported. He was sent where he basically had to come back to America. They put him on a chartered flight, moved him back to America, and he was deported. Now, I'm not sure if he's been able to get it stated or get paperwork necessary for him to be there in Brazil, but the state of America and everything that's going on, lots of countries are shunning Americans. So, what would you say to people that that will say I might get deported if I go to another country.
No, you will. You will get deported. You will, especially with the climate now. See, when Big Mouth got in office, he soured the taste of a lot of people looking at Americans because, believe it or not, if you ever been outside the country, me being a Black American, I've always had positivity. Welcome. How you doing? Smiles. People go out your way to speak to you. Um, Different things like that. But now that we got Dum Dum in office, he soured everyone's taste on Americans. So now they're scrutinizing our stay now. They're making sure that we get out of there when we're supposed to. I get that. I'm not mad about that. Now, me personally, myself, I can actually stay in Brazil for 1 year, whereas a tourist can only stay 90 days.
And that's because your wife is a Brazilian national.
Exactly. So under what she has, I can stay there for a year. But then I have to go back to America. I don't know if I have to do a thing where I have to stay a year, then come back, or do I stay 90 days and then go back? I don't know. I've never tried it. But my thing is, as someone who's been to multiple countries around the world, I feel very comfortable when I go out of the country. I really do. And I get it as far as them holding us to our visa. A lot of countries also are making us pay for visas now. Whereas I usually can just walk in Brazil and stay for 90 days. I can't do that anymore. I have to pay for a visa. I believe Mexico has the same thing where they used to have over 1 million illegal Americans staying up in Mexico. They may have changed that policy and got them folks out of there.
Scorp said men have options.
Women have options too, many options.
They do when they're young and pretty. I mean, take that how you want. I'm an honest person. Take that how you want. Women got a lot of options when they're young and beautiful and fertile. They have all the options in the world. As you get older, yeah, them options kind of limited. They start going down.
Juggernaut, you have a passport. You travel. What do you have to say about? Is it time for us to leave America?
Well, I think that, for us to leave America, we do, but we need to do it in an organized fashion. We can't be singularly and going here and going there. And if we do it in a group, we have something organized. Yeah, I think we should on some level. But the thing about it is, as far as this capitalistic system that they have here, you have to be smart about it. You have to know exactly where you want to go, and you have to have a plan. It's got to be
Yes.
something that's dialed in and something that you're going to stick to, because you don't want just a bunch of folks of color just jumping out and just doing shit, with no plan, basically.
There are a lot of expats that are in Mexico. There's a lot of expats
Black
that
expats
are in Brazil. There are a lot of expats that are in Colombia. There are
Thailand.
a lot of expats in Thailand. So there are people that are leaving the States, keeping their citizenship, but living abroad.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what some people don't understand also is the fact that the American dollar actually goes around the world twice as long as money here, meaning that you can go to Thailand and live like a king on a salary of maybe 80,000. You can go to Mexico and live like a king. You can go to Brazil and live like a king, because I know for a fact Brazil is 6-1. For every one of our dollars is 6 of their dollars. So your money stretches and it goes longer.
And another thing to talk to Scorp. There are lots of women that are to Mexico. There are lots of black women that are leaving America and moving to Mexico. So women do have the opportunities, and it's not just younger women that are relocating and
Yeah.
moving to Mexico. There's lots of, because like YWG said, your money it goes a lot further in Mexico. I mean,
It does.
the dollar is equal to, when I went to Mexico, I think it was 58. There's 58 pesos in every American dollar, and you could eat lunch for 10
Yeah.
pesos, 12 pesos. So your money goes a
Yeah.
lot farther when you leave the confines of the 40.
It does. It does. You can live off of retirement out there. Here, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot here. I've been looking at places in Brazil, and I've always told my wife I want to move close to the beach. If we can have just a singular house, that's cool. But I prefer, if we can, do a condo, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I need a balcony so I can see the water. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Scorp said we all got island girls. I don't have an island girl, Scorp.
Yeah, that's something that they made up through social media,
It is.
because
It's a social media talking point.
because truth be known, social media and Western world has also affected a lot of women, in those countries. So they are changing their thoughts on, say, the American visitor or the tourist. So it's not like you think it is.
They've been Americanized without ever coming to America.
Yeah.
Lots of women across the world have, and like he said, that's because of social media. They can see and listen to how women in America feel about the men in America. And basically, when those men in America are coming to those other countries, sometimes they're being held to the things that they're actually leaving America to leave. So it is a funny dynamic.
So I say, my boy Marshall used to say, his mom told him this saying is, a sorry rat is one doesn't have two holes to climb out of. And I say that meaning, if you don't at least have a passport and a plan, you don't have to leave United States. You don't have to. But at least have something set up just in case you got to escape this place. That's all I say. Whether it be political, whether it be financial, at least have an idea. I mean, the easiest place to go to, in my opinion, is Mexico, because it's connected to America. You can hop across the line and come back. That's all.
They want to fly. You
Say
may
that
want to
again?
fly going to Mexico, a lady anyway, because I'm not sure if women want to be in those towns that are right across the border from San Diego.
But yeah, so that's just my little 2 cents on this subject, because I always try to look ahead. And when I say look ahead, I don't mean like next year. I look at the 10 years down the road, where the country's going. I looked at everything starting from 9/11 to now. I look at, you have an event, and then you have rights that are taken away. You have an event, then you have more rights taken away. And it happens every time. And it's just like, well, I'm just going to test habeas corpus and see if I can get away with it. I'm not going to do Americans. I'm going to do foreigners. If it works, then maybe I'll do Americans next. And that's what I'm seeing now. I'm looking at the big picture. So who's considered the lowest on the totem pole in America?
Black man.
So you got to kind of look at that. Who they test it out on foreigners, then maybe black people next.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's how I look at it. I mean, no one has to look at it like that, but that's kind of how I look at the world, or the United States.
We're gonna have to get a lady on the round table, because Scorp said that island girls are better than island men, and I mean, we can only attest to the women that we have met when we have traveled abroad. I don't know about.
No.
I know that women do travel for companionship, and I can't really speak on that. So we are going to have to get a woman on round table.
I can tell you from a lot of the women that I spoke to in other countries, it's funny how they don't like their countrymen. It's crazy how they do not like
Yeah,
their
they
countrymen.
don't. They don't.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
That is wild. And the thing is that out of all the ones that I spoke to, pretty much the black male is on the top of the wanted list of what they looking for. I'm gonna be
what you
real.
got to say about that, Juggernaut?
Yeah, I have traveled a little bit, not too far, but a lot of the conversations that I've had with women in other countries, they don't like the men in that country. Well, they say that they are
Facts.
womenizers and they don't give them any respect. They look down on them,
Bingo.
which was kind of
Bingo.
interesting to me. But that's
But do you
what
think that do you think that sometimes that is game to get
no,
simple?
I think it's
No.
I think it's true. You know, I think that,
It's too, yeah.
I
I'm sorry,
think
Jay.
that
Go ahead.
when a woman in another country gets with someone that is not from a country, a part of me thinks that she's looking for a way out. She's looking she's looking for
That sounds.
something to,
Yeah.
to get out. But also too, a lot of those women they have kids. I mean, the women I've met, the average woman has like 2 kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, talking about
Yeah.
young women, under 30, at least
Yeah.
2 kids, you know, and it's just what I've experienced.
Okay, so
And, and real quick, I'm sorry, Moss. Real quick too on that jug. A lot of the women, a lot of the folks here always say, "Oh, they just want a green card," and I look at it. Even in America, relationships are give and take. You're with someone for a reason to get something from them, whether it be companionship, whether it
Right.
be money, whether it be security. Maybe it's good genes that have beautiful kids. I don't know, but everyone goes in a relationship wanting something from that person, and to me, that's cool. That's okay as long as you're not using the person. It's okay. I don't just say, "Well, I'm going to marry this person because they want me to marry them." No, I want something from them. They want something from me. Would they say, even exchange, no crime?
Or you ain't pimping if you got it.
Fair exchange.
You ain't
What's
tricking if
that?
you got it. Same thing.
Moss don't like that.
it's still tricky. But what I was gonna say to that is, do the women? I mean, I understand you all say that no, it's not game, and they really feel that way, but they are still nationalistic to their country, even if they are women. They're still nationalistic to their country. You don't think so? I
Oh, I
mean,
mean, you have a lot. I
Nah.
mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, far few in between, but you have a lot of women over there that know what it is. I mean, they want money. You know, they
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
not like all of them are not trying to find love, but it's not as many of them there. But they are over there. I mean, it's just like anything. You're gonna find
okay, okay.
a needle in a haystack.
Now my question was going to be, why do men from America, they'll take a woman from another nation that has children, and they'll be with that woman, whereas a lot of men in America are shunning women with children. So what's the difference in that dynamic? That's one thing that I've noticed. Now, and I'm not saying that I would not deal with a woman that has children, but I see the dynamic a lot where there's a saying that stepdaddy season is over with, but there's a lot of men that go to other countries, and like y'all said, most women that you meet in other countries, they have at least 2 children. So what's the difference in that dynamic? Hit the like button. We 30 minutes into the show. Hit the like button. Share this video. Subscribe to the page.
I can give you an example. My first wife had 1 child. Second wife has 2 children. So she meets that criteria having 2 kids. But her kids are like 24, 26. So,
they're grown.
They're grown. My first wife, her son was 15, and he was hell on wheels. That's kind of the difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had one that was so destructive verbally and just physically destructive, mentally unfit, just total bonkers. And then my wife has 2 kids, and they're both working, they're both contributing to society.
But I think the difference is you don't really have to financially take care of them.
No.
And they're not in the same household with you.
And I'm not asked to take care of them either. I'm not asked.
But I mean,
I'm not asked. Yeah.
And they're not in the same household with you. Whereas, like you said, with your first wife, he was young. Y'all were married. He was in the household with you. So then it comes down to, did she let you parent him? So
no,
that's a different conversation. That's another conversation.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Couldn't even elevate the octaves in my voice. So yeah.
Anybody that's just now joining, we're talking about, is it time for Black Americans to leave the country? And we've been having different discussions on men having choices, women having choices, and what they do with those choices. And also there's been discussion saying that if Black Americans are to leave America, there needs to be planning and it needs to be a concerted effort where it would really, really put a blow on American financial system.
But Juke said it perfectly. You have to consider, say you're not a native speaker of that country language. You need to get where a bunch of people like mine are. Like, I think what do they have in Thailand? They had black expat.
Black expats.
Yeah, that's where I would go.
They have that in Mexico. They have women have a Black women expats in Mexico as well.
Yeah, and I believe there's one in Ghana. There's one in Ghana also. So, like Jig said, that's what I would focus on if I didn't speak the language or had someone that spoke the language with me.
But English is spoken in 95% of the nations in the world.
Yes, you can find English on. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's. I think a lot of people are scared to leave the country because, like when I started leaving the country, I always got that be careful, watch out, scary, And I'm like, when I got there, I'm like, what are they talking about? Like when I went to Africa, they was like, oh, be careful. They're going to rob you. You're going to get kidnapped. You're going to get this. And it's like, they always try to find the negative instead of saying, you know what? You're going to Africa, you're going to have a good time. You're going to learn about a culture. You're going to come back smarter than when you left. No one says that. They always say, be careful. It's scary. They're going to rob you. It's like, it's ridiculous to keep hearing that nonsense. And everywhere that I've gone in the world, I've never been scared or fearful.
I can attest to that. I've never, in all the places I've been outside of the country, I've always met people that are very, very welcoming. I've never had issues. I have friends that are police in the Dominican Republic that hit me up still on on Facebook Messenger. And only thing I've never met a person in a foreign country that had negative negative thoughts in their mind about trying to do something. Now,
Exactly.
you're always going to have people that are going to look at you as a gringo because you are a gringo when you go to these countries. So there's
Yeah.
things that are going to happen to you because you're American that, yeah, you're going to get charged more for food. You're going to get charged more for it's just going to happen because that's
It's expected.
what a gringo is because
Yeah,
they
it's
know you have money. If you're
yeah.
American and you're in their country, they know that you've paid for a plane ticket. They know that you're paying for hotel, food, souvenirs, everything. So they're basically going to try to get money out of you. I mean, that's really the
Yeah.
only thing that's
Yeah.
what you have to worry about. But I mean, if you cool with your money, then you really don't have to have issues with that. And if you have no problem saying no, you'll be
Yeah.
good. Because all it takes is no bueno, no mas, no
Yeah.
more, no. No is one of the best. No is a great word when you leave out of the country because people are going to approach you. I mean,
It's expected.
it's just natural. It's an expected thing to happen when you go outside of the country because, I mean, you're American. They don't really, even though there are Americans there, every person that's in these countries, they don't come into contact with Americans. So you got to look at it like I might be coming into contact with somebody that ain't seen a black person in 6 or 7 months. So you got to look at things that way when you're going to other countries. And then another thing is when you're going to other countries, you have to go and you have to be very respectful.
Yeah.
To be respectful of the customs. Like one of the things that I tell people about when I go to the Dominican Republic is when you're in the grocery store, if you got a basket full of stuff and there's a person with 1 or 2 items, they just walk in front of you because it's an inspected thing. They're not expected to wait behind you if they have 1 or 2 items. It's common courtesy. Whereas here, a person will look at you, you'll have a loaf of bread in your hands, and they got $400 worth of groceries, and they'll just look at you instead of saying, "You can go in front of me. I'm gonna be here for a few minutes." But they don't even ask you in these other countries. They just walk in front of you. And you
Right.
know, people I've been with people and they be like, "Man, why you walking?" Like, man, you in another country. That's just what they do. So there's things
Yeah.
that you have to know when you go to other countries. And it's imperative that if you are an American, a black American in particular, and you're going to another country, you may want to do some research on what are the customs, what is a good hand gesture when you're in that country, what is a bad hand gesture, because some countries you go at and you show people this side of your hand and it's very, very offensive. So those are just things that you need to know or you learn as you're traveling outside the country. Juggernaut, you've been quiet over there, man. What you got to say, man?
I'm just listening, man. But yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, different countries. It depends on what country you're going to, because when I go to the Dominican Republic, they look like black folks. I mean, you have all kinds of ethnicities, but we all dark skinned, and I'm not saying that they trying to hoard you or get over you, but I mean, everybody always got to hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
So they trying to get money. I mean, because they don't have the money that we have, and you just have to position yourself. What are you always watching? When I go, I like to stay. I ain't gonna stay the hood, but I like to stay in the neighborhoods. I don't do resorts.
Yeah, I stay in the barrio.
Yeah.
You know,
I stayed near the favelas.
Now,
Oh, they know how to party, man. They know how
I'm
to
not
party.
gonna stay in the favela. I will not do that.
No, I say I stay near.
Yeah, the favela's a whole different animal.
Not all the time though, bruh. Not all the time. A
Yeah,
lot. They just like to party, man.
Yeah, the daytime. Don't be up there as American in the nighttime. Yeah.
I think we were in one at nighttime, and we were cool, man.
That's
Yeah, I think
because
you're going to like a
you
specific
have
location.
family in Brazil, so it's different.
Yeah, man, but you know,
It's different. Then you
I.
about 325, 325, 5'11". Yeah, man,
Oh my god.
they not gonna fool with you, man.
And see, just like Jug said, when I went to Africa, my Airbnb was above a mosque. When I stepped outside, I was on the street with every regular person. When I went to Thailand, I stepped out in the street, I was with every person that's walking around. I can't do resorts.
No,
You
I'm not a
know,
resort person. We
I'm
got
not a
AM
resort person.
Hey,
What do you learn? What do you learn about a country being in a resort?
Well, I mean, they have the scheduled trips that you can go on and the zip line and go see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
villages.
yeah, you got to go
But
on excursion. When you go to these other
when you
countries,
go
you
out of
got
the
to go on
country, I
excursion.
want to go and learn about the culture. See the real culture, not what they put out there. But you also have to be safe. Your first
Yeah, of
time
course,
going,
of course.
you're going to try to meet a couple of people. If you do go on a resort, while you're on a resort, you still want to try to communicate and get with people. But like I said, I just be in the neighborhood and
Yeah,
being there, going back and forth, going to the market, having a little conversation with this person,
yeah,
you know,
But if you're
communicating.
a first time traveler or you're a woman, stay on the resort and just go
yes,
off the resort. If
yes,
it's your first time going to another country, stay on the resort and go off the resort. But yeah, don't stay in the barrio if it's your first time going, and unless you are very fluent in the language of the place
yeah.
that you're going, because when you go off into the barrio, that's where you're going to be, and people don't speak English. Everyone doesn't speak English in the barrio.
Yeah, so I mean, so just on my part, like I said, I think that as a Black American, if you had the funds and the financial means, dip your toe in it. At least think, if I had to get out of here, if I had to get out of America, where would I go to feel safe, to get away from this place being nuked or whatever's going to happen to us? I don't know, but I know we're doing some wild stuff. So my thing is, find a place that you can like hunker down in. You can dip if things go crazy here. Where can you go?
Yeah. We got Camille in the house. Hey, Camille, how you doing tonight? Hope everything's fine with you. Thanks for coming. Camille, how do you feel? Camille? Is it time for Camille A.M. Brown, to the people that just came in? A.M. Brown, Camille, do you think it's time for Black Americans to leave America? And when you said that question, I created a poll. And on the poll, we got 4 votes, and 75% of the people have said yes, it's time for Black people to leave. 25% no.
I know who that 25% was.
Score.
Score, mama. You know who I want to hear from? I want to hear from A.M. Brown. Hey,
Yeah, that's
sis.
right. So,
I,
yeah, we're
I want to
going
hear
to,
from you.
as they put their comments about is it time for Black Americans, we're going to switch gears and we're going to go to Juggernaut TV.
All right.
We're going to ask him to talk about his topic. We'll still go to those comments when they come in, but we're going to let Juggernaut introduce himself, talk about his channel, and then once he's finished with that, he'll go into what his topic on the roundtable will be tonight.
Hey, what's going on, folks? This is the Juggernaut. Still developing TV. Had to, take care of life things. But at the end of the day, my channel is going to be about, just real things. No, nothing specific, nothing geared to one entity, but all things. And what I've been experiencing lately, you know, is the tip culture. And my question is, who tips better, men or women? And from my experience, men tip better than women. But it also, there are dynamics to that. But it's just interesting that when I'm doing and I'm working, whenever a guy's paying, I get a good tip. Whenever a woman's paying, the tip ain't so good. And I don't know why. So what do you think? Well, I guess nobody don't they think differently than me. But
No, I had to handle something real
no, I
quick.
mean,
What I will say about tipping is tipping culture is crazy. And I say this because you'll go into a restaurant and you'll order takeout at you'll go to a fast food spot and you'll order takeout and it'll put on there, do you want a tip? Well, no, I don't want a tip. You just bagging my food. That's
right.
expectation of what you're supposed to do. And I've had instances where the person get mad that I didn't tip them and give me cold fries. Yeah, I don't go back to those places because tipping is not something that's expected. It's to ensure proper service. That's what tips mean. I
But
shouldn't
then,
have I shouldn't have to ensure you're going to bag my food correctly and give it to me. But
yeah,
that's
when it
just
comes to like to go orders and stuff like that, I don't think a tip should be necessary for that at all. But if
Exactly.
you are dining
Exactly.
in, when I go and I dine in, the server automatically starts at 20%, so they can only go down from that point. And they may go up if they do something special, super special, which I don't know what it is. But generally, in my mind, 20% already, and then only thing you can do is just work your way down from what's going on. But the reason why I say people should tip is because when you go out to an establishment, yeah, you there, you relaxing, you having a good time, but also too, you sucking up the air or the heat, depends on what time of the year it is. You're listening to the music, you're taking up a space, you're part of the ambiance. So it's a little bit more than you sitting in your living room or hanging out over your girlfriend's or boyfriend's house or whatever the case may be. So you should pay for that. Same thing with like delivery drivers, things like that. You should tip.
Yeah.
You sit in the house, you're not going anywhere. It's for your convenience. So if you are being taken care of and you are conveniently satisfied, you should tip.
So you would look at it as like a convenience fee.
Yeah, well, for appreciation, convenience fee. I mean, the thing
Yeah.
about it
Yeah.
is because you didn't have to go out in the rain or you didn't have to put clothes on to get your edible or your food or your desires that you wanted. You just sat in the house. And for you not to tip somebody, for that is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's just like going to the grocery store and buying a 2 liter soda off the shelf, or go to 7-Eleven and get one that's cold. Convenient. So you pay a little bit more money.
Right.
I agree. I agree. Now, as far as women tipping, I've been taken out before, and I'm trying to think, or I've paid for the meal and I had the woman tip, but I never paid attention to what they tipped.
I will say this.
Now, women tip women better. And I noticed that
Oh,
when I've been out. If it's a female waitress or a bartender, women tip women better than women tip men. And I've been in the service industry as well. So I've experienced that personally. So
I will say this. When I've been out with a woman and she has tipped, usually the tip is pretty good. Now, I've been out with the fellas, and we've ordered a round of drinks, and don't nobody tip. I'll be the one to tip. But I just really did think. I think it depends on the person and the industries they worked in during their life. People that work in service industry jobs, they tend to tip other service industry people better.
I can agree with that. Because you know what it
Now,
is.
I got a question. What about a group of women instead of just a woman? Just a group, like a group of women that go out. Someone got married, so it's a whole bunch of them out together. How do they tip?
Well, I guess at first they got, according to social media, they got to figure out who's going to pay the bill.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Women,
I would, I would ask some of the women in the audience, how would they tip?
Before we go any further, A.M. Brown said,
Okay,
it's
A.M.
crazy.
Brown got something.
She said she thought about leaving years ago. However, this is our land too. We helped build this joint, so I think let's hold on for a bit. I feel that too. I feel that. And Camille said she's good.
I think A.M. Brown. I think A.M. Brown will run to the Dominican Republic.
She will run to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I think that's where she will run. If you was ask me,
I think a lot of black women will run to Jamaica.
ah,
I think a lot of black
Do
women
they
will
have-
run to Jamaica.
do they have Duolingo for Jamaica?
I mean, I think English is the spoken language in Jamaica. It may be
It's hard
broken.
to tell.
It may be broken, but it's English.
It's destroyed. It's not broken.
Camille said, I did well if my service is good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if the service is good. And then A.M. Brown said, as for tipping, I can only speak for me. I'm a tipper, and I tip according to service. I think I tip well. Yeah. I tip well. I know I tip well because the servers be surprised sometimes. The white servers be surprised sometimes when I leave my tip. They be looking like, oh, he's a tip. Yeah, I mean, so I think and I've worked in the service. I've been a bartender before. I've been a bar back, so I understand how good tips can be the difference between having a night where you go home with a smile and a night where you just go and buy a couple of drinks and go home because that's your tips. I've been there. So I drive Lyft.
I think also too.
I drive Lyft on occasion, and I will say this: men most definitely tip better on Lyft. I've taken women to the airport and helped them get their bags out of my car, as well as put their bags in my car, and they don't tip me nothing. And I've had men that I get out the car and they're like, oh, I can put it in here. And they'll put their own stuff in the trunk. I'll drop them off at the airport, and they'll give me a $20 tip. So,
you know what? You know where they probably come from, bruh? It reminds me of a story when I was in college. I used to hold the door for women. And back in the 90s, you know how women's kind of attitude was back in the 90s. So I would hold the door and they would just walk in and like whatever. Like I was the doorman. So I understand why they don't tip. It was like that's my job to hold door for women.
Hey man, woman, if I open the door for a woman that's not my woman and she don't say thank you, I say you're welcome.
You know what I used to say?
Right.
I used to say, oh, the word y'all looking for is thank you.
No, I just say you welcome.
Nah, I was that dude. I ain't care.
You standing there waiting for the other one. I be standing behind them with my hands behind my back. Yeah, pull that heavy ass door on open. You don't, yeah, because you didn't need me to hold the door open for you because you didn't say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, A.M. Brown says she most definitely would go to the DR.
Told you. Told you. In
Camille
a
said, my crew and I tip
heartbeat.
well. Do you feel that okay, when you go into a store, now I will say this, I don't eat there very often, but Chick-fil-A is one of the few places that does not put their automatic tip stuff on their takeouts. They don't put a lot of these places that put them, they trying to put you in a bind like, should I tip or should I not tip? No, I shouldn't tip you. You ain't did nothing but push 3 buttons and put my food in the bag. And those are the places that put that tip where automatically come up like, do you want a tip? But a lot of companies are taking that off because companies are complaining like, your fast food, your carry out. I shouldn't be inundated with stuff for me to tip you. That's part of your job.
Right.
I'm not sitting down to eat. If I was sitting down to eat and somebody from behind the counter was bringing my food out to my fast food table, then maybe I would tip. But that's not what happens. So no, I don't. When they come up, I put no. I hit that no so quick. It's like a shotgun blast. Wow. No.
I think for me, I see it as a money grab. It's interesting when I go to Safeway or some of these multi-million-dollar corporations, and they'll always say something like, "Would you like to round up, or would you like to add $1 because of Johnny needs blood, whatever?" And it's just
Right.
like, come on, man, come on. You're a multi-million-dollar corporation. You got that.
And that
To me,
money don't
that's
even,
just like tipping.
Go ahead, Jules.
I
Yeah.
said that money doesn't even go to them, not the whole dollar. They might maybe give them 5% or 10%. I mean, that's why I don't really like mess around with the the DAV, because that's a money making thing. He's making money off it. The Goodwill, they making money off it. He's selling it.
Yeah.
He's giving them only a small portion of the money that he's making.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
even lie. I went in Goodwill and found me a Lands End wool suit for like $12. So
Oh, it's not. I'm not knocking going there and getting something because you can go there and
Yeah.
you can get some good deals, but the model of where the money goes to is messed up. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that.
And I
None of
agree
that
with
money
that.
never goes to it goes to pay for the people that they have working at their organization, and then they give a flat donation at the end of the year.
Yeah, it probably goes to the stockbrokers.
To the shareholders.
Shareholders, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it goes to shareholders.
A.M. Brown says she will round up $1 or $2 for St. Jude's.
Oh, she big money.
She big money. Okay, A.M. Brown.
Now that's
Rounded
little
up
sis.
$2.
That's little sis. She got a heart. She got a heart.
Okay, so tipping to ensure proper service. So people out there, if you're working in a fast food joint and you're the cashier, don't be mad when people don't tip. You've put a couple in, and most of the time the orders be wrong, and we have to come back in because we didn't order something from the grill. I didn't order no pickles on my cheeseburger, and y'all put pickles on it anyway because y'all mad because I didn't tip, and I have to bring it back in. Sometimes I ask for my money back. It depends
You
on
know who. You know who I think gets nice tips. Let's say hypothetically, I use you, Maas, because you go out and drink. If you found a bartender that always give you the lovely drinks, and you know that bartender's always there on a Thursday, you take care of them because they're gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
That's when I would tip. That's when I would tip big.
Servers make good money tipping. I've never been a server, but I know my cousin used to be a server, and she used to make $1,500 in 3 days just on tips alone. So I think another thing in tipping, I think it depends on where you work. Now, if you work at an upscale restaurant, yeah, you're probably gonna get more tips but you're probably gonna be a higher caliber person than somebody that's checking out somebody at Checkers. And that's not demeaning to Checkers, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. If you're a cashier at any of these fast food restaurants, become a server. You'll make more money.
Yeah, it's a different environment. I mean, I served before. I really feel like it's all about the customer service and how you treat the person when you actually serve them. Because I'm confident enough to know if I had to work at Waffle House, I would make a lot of money. People say people don't tip. That's not true. People do tip. People tip on according to how you treat them and how you make them feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get a lot of tips when I'm driving Lyft. I get more tips than the average, but yeah, you get in my car, what kind of music you want to listen to? You don't want to listen to music? But that's just, I treat people how I want to be treated.
Right.
I don't want to get in nobody's car and it's filthy. I don't, so my car, so when I do drive, I kind of make sure, I do stuff to ensure that, if I'm providing a service, I'm going to do something that's going to induce them to give me a tip.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well,
Now, I've gone places before, like I used to go to Hooters with my boys, or these dudes I used to hang with. And on 2 occasions, they always sat at the same table and we always had the same server. And I remember her from the first time because I got there late and I said, "Oh, could I have a drink?" Everyone had their drink already. And she wouldn't bring out my drink for like 20 minutes. And then when we went again, I was last one to show up. And we sat down and I saw who was serving us. And I said, why y'all sitting here? I said, I don't like her. I said, the last time I ordered a drink, it took such and such. I ordered another drink and it took 20, 25, 30 minutes to get to me. And I said, that's why I can't sit at her spot no more. I said, y'all need to stop sitting at her spot. She sucks. And did I give her a tip? I didn't give her a tip. No, hell no.
I go straight, but in a situation like that, I'll just go straight to the bar and get me a drink.
Yeah. It was just a soda.
Oh, damn. Yeah. You don't.
It was a soda.
You go out, you don't be drinking. You might get you
Nah.
get you a spritz or something, man.
But I didn't tip her and I didn't feel bad. Not one bit.
If I don't tip you, I don't feel bad about not tipping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I'm not gonna tip you, I'm just not gonna tip you. I'm not gonna leave you the backhanded $1 tip or no. I'm just not gonna tip you. I'm not gonna leave you any money because I tip well. I tip well. When I go places, like you said, I go to places on the nights when I know there's a bartender that I like is there, and I'll specifically go to if another bartender comes up to me, I'll be like, nah, my guy gonna get it. Yeah, I don't even, if I get a good bartender, I don't even want nobody else to make my drink because they know how I like my, a good bartender is gonna remember you and they're gonna ensure that you tip them well.
But the secret,
and you know what? I'm sorry.
The secret to that, starting out at the end of the day, if you are somebody that do, and you go out and you find a spot, it's the first time you go. The first time you go, tip them well. Then, when you go back, you will know.
They'll remember you.
Yeah.
Yes. and they remember what you want to drink or eat. Also,
Bartenders remember you when you tip
Right.
well. So yeah, and then that's another thing. If you don't have the money to tip,
Don't go out.
don't go out. Because usually when you don't have the money to tip, you get a good server, and you leave a bad taste in that person's mouth. Because yeah, if you don't got money to tip, don't go out.
oh, you know what? Can I switch the subject on this tip thing a little bit? Just
Yeah,
tweak it.
yeah, switch it up a little bit.
What do y'all? How do y'all feel about the folks that always leave a nasty message on the receipt regarding a tip or not tipping?
Well,
Where they'll say something like, "Go back to your country" or something like that. They write it. They actually write it on the receipt.
whatever.
I've never. I can't speak to that because I've never. I've
No, I'm
never.
saying you've seen it. You've seen it on the news. You've seen where people. I mean, it's
I think
almost
it's.
it breaks their heart.
Wow. I think it's. Yeah, like I said, I would never. If a person didn't give me good service, I just wouldn't leave them a tip. I don't have to cuss them out or anything. I think my demeanor is going to show them that they didn't provide me good service. I don't have to leave a note or leave some change instead of a. No, I just don't leave nothing, and my demeanor will explain everything because I'm a person that I don't hide my emotions. So if somebody's treating me bad, they're gonna know it. Yeah, I'm not really gonna have too much to say to them when they come back and ask me, "Do I need it?" No, I don't need nothing else because I don't. Yeah, 'cause usually, yeah. If you took 20 minutes to come back to me, then yeah, don't even come back. Just come back when I tell you I'm ready to pay my check.
Wow. Yeah.
If
What
it
about you, Joe?
if you brought my food to me and then I don't see you for 20 minutes, yeah, just come back when the check is
Yeah.
ready.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
need
gotta. I mean, as a server, you gotta read the room, basically. And you gotta see what your table is. Because I used to do a little trick when I see a man and a woman together or a couple. Let me just say that. When I see a couple together, I watch them and see if they talking, if they having conversation. Because a lot of people don't want to be interrupted, while they talking. You look at their face, you see if they smiling, if they laughing. If they're laughing, I kind of stay away a little bit. If she look like she's having a bad time, I'll go and interrupt. I'll be, I'll step in. But yeah, but
Wingman.
I used to tell them, say, hey, you know, I'm your server. I see y'all having a good time. I said, when y'all ready to order, I'm gonna let y'all have your conversation. Just put the salt or the pepper shaker on the edge of the table when you're ready for me to come back. Sometimes they remembered it, sometimes they didn't. But for the ones that did, they was like, oh man, I forgot because they are into each other. So you as a server, you have to kind of like observe and see what's going on because everybody's not there at the same pace. Some people are in there to eat, get out, and go. Some people are there to chill, relax, and be there for a while. And those can affect your tips if you don't read the room. So, and on that note, if I have a bad server, if I have bad food, I don't ask them to remake my food. I just want my
Hell
check.
no. They get your food spit on. If it's that bad, I just want my money back. There's no rectifying it. I'm gonna leave, and I'm never coming back. Yeah, I don't never send. Yeah, I've been out on a date with a woman, and she sent something back and had them remake it, and I was like, she looked at me. Oh,
I'm good.
I was like, you shouldn't have did that. She's like, what you mean? I said, you don't never send them back to the chef to tell him to remake it. I said, that's a way for them to pass your stuff around in the back, and they're gonna wipe their fingers on your steak.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't. Yeah, if it's bad, I'm done.
Yeah.
Ain't no rectifying it because there's a reason that you bought me bad food out here. Yeah, just get my money back. I'm not gonna pay
I
for
got.
this. I took one bite
I
out.
got. I got a funny story. Me and this chick I was dating long time ago. We went to this Chinese restaurant, um, and they closed at 10. We arrived at 9:55, and we walked in, and she said, "Oh,
Crazy.
we're closed.
You
We're
crazy.
closed.
You
We
crazy.
closed." No, let me finish. We closed. I say, "Okay." She said, "Your sign says 10, so I need to be served." And then she's like, "You want anything?" I said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You got that."
Oh no, I'm not
They
gonna.
bought her, they bought her food, but I was like, "Yeah, you good. I'll find something else to eat."
Yeah. That lady looked at you and gave you the wink, like, yeah, you know.
Woo! Dude, they had to fire the stove back up. Nah, I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, that's wild. That's
Yeah,
that's yeah. I'm yeah. I don't send nothing back. I don't. No, not me. You're not gonna get me. I'm gonna get my money back and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, yeah. I treat disrespect disrespectfully, and it's disrespectful to telling people to give your money back because they be saying, "No, we can sit." No, I don't want you to send nothing back. I just want my money, and I'm
yeah,
gonna leave because there's a reason that you brought this. You prepared this the way it's prepared and brought it to me like this. And yeah, there's no rectifying. Once you bring it up, it's like a ticket to a game. Once you in there, you in there. Yeah, ain't no in and outs. Ain't no send it back and bring it back. Get my money,
All right,
and
let me ask you a
I'm gonna
question.
go eat.
This question. All right, say you go out, service great. You know what I'm saying? As far as being there, everything that you want them to do and be there to your standards. The food comes out, the food's not prepared correctly. Understand it's not the server's fault. Say the bill was $100. That's drinks, everything included, her food, your food. But your food goes back. So now the check, after you talk to the manager, now your check is $60, where it was 100. What do you tip? Do you tip off the 100 or do you tip off the 60?
No,
off the
I'm
60.
probably if the service is good but the food's bad, I'm gonna tip the server because the dude in the back don't have nothing to do with the tip. I'm probably gonna give her the $40
You and
because
slide her
even
the
though the
money.
food was good, she still made my experience. I've been in
Hey,
that situation.
I had to pause. I'll be back, fellas.
I've,
Okay.
I've, I've, I've been in that situation where my server was excellent. All the drinks was there. They came out every 5 or 10 minutes to check on me and things like that. And I've had to send something back like I don't want this.
Yeah.
I'll give them the money that the food costs because they still made my experience good. Now I'm still not gonna come back, but I will still tip their server because even though it was a bad experience, they still made me feel good.
Yeah. So you would slide them the money. You wouldn't put it on the ticket.
Heck, I don't never put the tip on my card. I always give them cash. Because if you put the tip on your card, they get taxed on that. You give them the
Mm.
money, they can say they got $10 in tips, where they may got 200 and 300. Yeah, man, I always give cash. I don't never put the tip on the card because they get taxed on that. You give them the
Okay.
cash, they get all the cash. Yeah,
Okay.
I give them the cash. That's the best thing to. Yeah, I used to hate when people would put my because the thing about it is, yeah, why you putting it? You don't got, man. I always have some cash on me when I go out to eat. Even if I'm gonna pay with my card, I always have some cash so I can tip. Or the
Yeah.
person that I'm going out with, they'll say, I got the tip. Cause yeah, I never want to be that person that doesn't tip well. If the service is good, I tip I tip extraordinary. If the service is good, I tip. Yeah, I tip 30%, 35%. I've tipped 40%.
Yeah.
I mean, if the man, you gotta, yeah. Because when you come back, when you tip good, they
They
remember
remember you.
you.
Yep.
Remember you.
Yep.
It's
And they
this,
break their neck. They break their neck to give you your stuff.
it's this place here in Cincinnati called Ghost Baby. You have to have a reservation to get a table.
Is that the one where you got the Michael Jordan cake from?
No, that's Jeff Ruby's.
Okay.
Jeff, you most definitely better tip well there. But Ghost Baby, it's a club here. It doesn't cost anything to get in, but you have to have I don't go on the website and reserve no seat. I tip well, so there's always a seat for me when I go there because I know the right people and I tip well. I don't have to go on the website and or it don't cost nothing. I give the dude, the doorman, I give him $20. Even though it don't cost nothing to get in there, I'll give him $20. I never have to wait online. People be looking, it be raining, they be outside with their umbrellas. I walk straight up and straight in.
Slap them a $5, but have some money in that $5.
I don't slap no man. It don't cost nothing to get in there. I give that dude a $20 bill. Here, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You slap them $5 with some money in there. Yeah.
That's how you get grace. People going, hey man, you gonna let me? Hey man, he let you in and you give him $5. Come on, man. It's a line of 30, 40 people outside. You think $5 is nah, man. And then sometimes I try to. And then the thing about that, you tip so good. Sometimes you try to get. Nah, man, I'm good tonight. Go ahead. I tip them on the way out. You still gonna get this money. They remember that. They remember that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to wait nowhere for nothing that I do. People be like, man, you ain't lived here this long. How you able to know these places and these people know you? And I tip well. I treat people well. I ain't from DC. You done been out with me, man. We been playing. It'd be a line. Nah, this is me and my buddy, man. Oh yeah, come on in, Ace, come on. Like, man, how you look at me like, man, how you get us in here like that, man? Just go ahead, man. Man, but you treat people good, and yeah, they remember you, man. That's man. I always try to treat people good because I used to be a bartender. I done had people walk out. I didn't have people. You know, you give a person good service. I done had people walk out and don't pay their motherfucking bill. Now they on camera, they can't come. But I done had people do that, or I didn't have people come in and have $300 drink bills and leave you a $5 tip. Like, damn, dude, you spent $300 in here, man. I gave y'all excellent service. I came back every time, bought y'all 6 drinks hard. Yeah, so it happens, man. But thing about that is, you can't let that really affect you. That's just that person.
Yeah. Is that male or female? Back to what Jug said.
Ain't no lady I ever tipped forgot me. Yeah,
hold
man.
on, I know this is Friday, but this ain't that show.
Tips come in all fashions
and sizes.
I
mean, yeah.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And now, as we have, we are an hour and 20 minutes into the show.
Now you know what? Hold on a second, dude. I gotta say something. Man, this is the first time I've ever seen.
You gonna quit cutting me off, man? I'm gonna put
No. This is funny though.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the first time I've ever seen Scorp on a Friday.
Scorp, you be hiding on Fridays.
This is the first time.
No, Squirt be around.
No,
Squirt been around.
no,
You know what?
no.
Squirt be going to Florida on the weekends. She be fronting on us. She be going to Florida on the weekends and then coming back fronting. I ain't seen him and he be trying. And yeah, you be disappearing on the weekends, Squirt. You be in Florida fronting. Excuse me, yeah, don't pay no attention to me. I got this juice in me now, so yeah. It's after 10 o'clock, and it's time for my topic.
Okay.
And my topic for tonight is in 2025. Why are men faking orgasms? Is the kitty that bad?
Woo!
Are you not putting your all into pleasing that man? Why are men in 2025 faking orgasms? And better yet, dismissing women. Women, are y'all, I mean, we've had this discussion before. I had to bring, and the reason I had to bring it up is because I talk to people. And when I did that show and we talked about men faking orgasms, I had so many conversations with people about that. Men were coming to me and said, damn, I did that shit too. Ladies, what are y'all doing in the bed? That these men are saying, instead of sealing the deal and finishing the game, they hit the off button. Ah, baby, it feels so good.
Wow.
Ladies, Juggernaut.
Hey, what's up? What's up, man? I'm back.
YWG.
What?
Why are men faking orgasms in 2025?
Well, men are not that I know of. Then again, I wouldn't know because I ain't next to no nigga when he coming. So that part, but I would think that. I mean, I don't think that men of my age would be doing that. You know, I don't see it. I would think that would be.
Have you ever, Juggernaut?
Huh?
Have you ever faked an orgasm to?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
Yeah, I have.
I have not asked one man. Every man that I have asked, have you ever faked an orgasm? Every man said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. You know, shit ain't no whole lot of it back in the day, but shit, hell yeah, I did. Get the fuck up out this pussy.
Hey, for real, I have been there.
Woo!
There's nothing worse than the desert. Friction burns.
Wow.
Friction
You know,
burns.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it happens. You know, you don't really think about it, but it's like, you know, I'm done.
Man, I didn't been there. I didn't been there. The desert is hot and dry and friction burns.
Especially when you got somebody that's like not a pillow princess. No, baby, you
Up,
got
down, left, right,
baby,
in, out,
you got to go.
up,
You know what I'm
down.
saying?
Oh, you talk about the lazy
Oh my
lay.
God, up, down, in, out. Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
You were so fantastic. Oh my God.
Take that.
No. So amazing. Get the hell out of here. Get your ass out of here.
Wow.
I'm not gonna need. Hey,
Wow.
I had to bring it back up because brothers was coming up to me like, "Damn, man, you felt." I heard you talk about that. I felt that, man, I done did it too. Women, women always think that their stuff is golden. Nah, men be faking orgasms just like you all do.
But you know what? Also too, I think that's more. But I think, and I'll say this, and I could be wrong, but I would think that would be part more like our age. You know, saying for a reason. I think these young cats, because all those behind the convenience store, pills, the gorillas, and all that stuff. Them dudes don't. I don't think they really understand what actually. Look, you know what I'm saying? They need that the help and assistance of drugs or something else to actually do something. So
Have y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed how all these Viagra pills, all these advertisements are geared to young dudes now?
yeah,
Wow. Camille says she never knew men faked it. Yes,
yeah.
men are out here faking orgasms.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's why I brought it up, because men are coming to me saying, man, I felt the pain of that conversation. I
Wow.
Ain't nothing worse than that. That's giving yourself blue balls. But usually when that, I ain't going to say what usually happens when that happens, but yeah, the situation, it gets taken care of.
Gotta have that release valve.
Yeah, it's a release valve. It's a release valve. It's a siphon. You got to, yeah. Every man has done it. And if there's a man that say
Woo!
fine, but yes, Camille, men are faking orgasms. Now, those are extraordinary circumstances, because no man wants to start that path and not finish. Usually that is a path that you want to get to the pot of gold. But just think how bad it is if you say, oh man, I don't even want that gold at the end of this journey. This journey is over. We gonna go back home. Vacation is over.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like no coming back. It's like move. You know what I'm saying? Say something.
You said move. You said move. Lazy lay.
And then, in my opinion, a woman that doesn't say anything and doesn't move, she's a freak. Which, in my opinion, is she's so used to doing it in places where she can't say nothing that she's so used to it, and now when she can, she don't. So I look at it. So it's like just bye, just get up.
That's a dead fish. You got to.
I thought you said that.
You got fish. You got to take your spoon and you got to scale it, and then you just throw it in the fryer. Hey man, ain't nothing like them girls that just.
Those are the cute ones who think they're cute.
Yeah, them's the ones you grab them and you shake their head and mess their hair up, and then you still fake it. Oh, it was so good, man. You go to the bathroom like, if this girl don't get out my damn house, that bad boy come out. That bad boy be so drowned and that shit come out like, get out my house. Yeah, that bad boy snap out like, oh man, get out of here.
No lube on it. All done. Dry.
Sometimes that bad boy be pop off like a suction cup, like dang, this bad boy was really, really gripped. Get out of Get out of here, you dirty wabbit.
So make up an excuse. Make an excuse to get up her up out of there.
One of my homeboys just called. Man, it's called.
Yeah, he got shot. I gotta go get him. He got shot.
I'd be the one. That'd be the one where you take your phone to the bathroom and be like, "Hey man, call me in 5 minutes and say, man, your car broke down. So, man, you go back in there and sit down. You want to go for round 2? Bling, 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 bling. Hey, my car broke down, man. I need you. Oh, baby, my homeboy car broke down. I said, when we come back after I help him, okay. If it don't take too long, I'll hit you when I'm on my way back. Leave out there, I'm like, shit, you know I ain't coming back to this long.
Right.
You wild for that one, man. You wild.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to take drastic measures to get out of there.
Yeah, man. This is you.
Woo-wee. So, yes, ladies, men are faking. Whew. Those are dreadful nights. You don't want to see those all the time. But, yes, ladies. And men, there's a lot of men out here faking them. Because it was brothers coming up to me like, hey, man, you're going to have to talk about that one again. Because, yeah, we out here, you ain't the only one out here faking. And it was about 10 brothers came up to me, hey, yeah, it was terrible. I couldn't even. Hey, so ladies, yeah. Brothers is out here faking them. We just crossed over an hour and 30 minutes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
And share the video out.
Yeah. If you suspect that your man is faking an orgasm, you might want to come to 2025 and stop giving that 2005 coochie.
Yeah, now, yeah, it's like you're looking for. That's the time you get a non-participation trophy.
That'll be them girls you give them when you get done. You don't, instead of dudes be leaving $40 on the that's some chicks. You put the little red ribbon on they titty when you leave. From field day, you put the little field day thing on their titty. I'll see you later. You remember they used to have that big box of them field day ribbons? It'd be red ones, white ones.
Everybody get one.
Yeah.
They had. If you didn't come in, if you was just getting the participation, it was green. If you was red was first place, white was second place, blue was third, and you get the green one. That was the one that just slapped on you if you was weak. You lost. Slap the little green ribbon on their titty and thank you. Yeah, ladies, they are faking orgasms. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's after 10 o'clock. And it's the sex show now, so the questions have changed.
Well, I know one thing. I always wondered why they call that nigga P. Diddy. So now I know.
Wow.
Water sports in the mouth. En la boca. La pepe en la boca. Wow. That was a change of topic, but yeah, I talked about that yesterday. Cassie was a urinal. Oh, wow.
Ew.
Nasty, but we'll get back to that. My blood was moving a little bit, but now my blood's not moving anymore. So yeah, man.
Hey, do you see any stats on men faking it? I would love to see the stats on that.
Hold on. Yeah, we always pull the stats up. Always pull the stats up.
But also too, when it comes to on that men faking it thing, there's always another dynamic of it. I'm not a part of it, but there's always another dynamic.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
So
Wow.
I
Oh, this conversation. This conversation is about to get real.
No, I'm just you,
Oh no. This
because
conversation is about to get
as far as
real.
like men, I say that yeah, she's boring, or, just ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
baby, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? How can I excuse myself? Unless I'm in a
December 5th. December 5th, 2024. Psychologypost.org. Among men, 65.79% reported never faking an orgasm compared to 36.41% of women. In contrast, 18% of men and 34% of women had faked orgasms in the past. Some dudes, they gonna finish to the end regardless of how bad it is, and some dudes just like, nah, I'm not putting in no more work.
I'm done. I'm packing up, go home.
Okay. However, much recent research suggests that the rate of fake orgasm among men may actually be a bit higher. 2024 study, also published in the Journal of Sex Research, put the number at 34%. Importantly, this study was much larger and not limited to college students, which means that the number may be more representative than the study. Yeah, men in college ain't faking orgasms. They gonna finish to the end. They just happy to get some. But as you get older, yeah, you ain't putting in that work for the desert. It ain't happening like this.
Yeah, your time is valuable.
Interestingly, it appears that the rate of fake orgasms is even higher among men who identify as any. Well, we'll stop that right there. In a different study, published in the same year, researchers found that 83% of sexual minority men said that they have faked an orgasm before, and further, 88% had faked sexual satisfaction.
damn.
Wow. Faking an orgasm is one thing. But you know what? If you tell a woman that her coochie is bad, man, that'll break her heart, man. You know, that's reserved for when you turn into a demon. That's reserved for
Oh,
turn into
man.
a demon. You don't tell a woman that her stuff wasn't good.
Yeah, you do.
Unless your
Wow.
demons.
Juggernaut is a demon. Juggernaut's
I
a
have been
demon.
a demon before. I have been a demon. Because when you tell a woman that, you're trying to hurt her to the core. Am I lying, Juggernaut?
True.
Telling a woman that her cuckoo is terrible is reserved for special circumstances. You don't tell that to, yeah.
Yeah, well, you definitely wait till they, at least 50 feet away from you too.
Yeah. Telling a woman her cuckoo ain't no good is reserved for special circumstances.
But it ain't really like really telling them. I mean, they can see it in your face, but what kills me though is just
When
women
you say it.
think that I got and you single with 3 kids.
Wow.
It ain't. the best. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like gold and truffles and no shit like that. Don't think that it's like a magic unicorn in your pants, bitch. No disrespect.
Hey,
Because every, men are gonna find pleasure from a woman, and for a woman to think that now there are extenuating circumstances where you have the one-on-one, they're together forever, but for a woman to think that her box is gold and a man wouldn't want somebody else is crazy. And the thing about it is, it's not that your box is not okay or is not good, but I want to try something else too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I go to the movies. I done seen this movie 10 times. I want to see another movie. It's not that I don't like this movie, but I want another movie. I want to try that out.
okay. So then the next paragraph in this study on Psychology Today. Why men fake orgasms? So why do men fake orgasms? Early research suggested that men predominantly did this because they wanted the sex to end or realized they wouldn't be able to climax. In other words, it appears that men frequently fake it in order to make themselves feel better. By contrast, this same research found that women were more likely to report faking it as a way to please their partner and protect their partner's feelings. Thus, women's fake orgasms often have more to do with enhancing their partner's pleasure or boosting their sexual self-confidence. However, more recent research suggests that there's more to the story, finding that men too sometimes fake orgasms to support their partner's emotional well-being. Thus, the gender difference in motivations may not be as large as previously believed, and people's reasons for faking it appear to be complex and highly nuanced. Hey, Darkstar, what's going on? Darkstar, why do men fake? Darkstar, why do men fake orgasms and why do women fake orgasms? Wow. So men fake orgasms and men are like, fuck your feelings. Where women is like, when men fake orgasms, they're like, man, fuck your feelings. I'm done. Whereas women fake it to make their partner, to make him feel good. Men are like, shit, I'm done. Ooh, hey. The motivations between men and women are contrastingly different. Wow. Men fake orgasms because they just like, hey man, this is whack. I'm done. I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel better by not having this nut. Darkstar hit it on. Darkstar said, men fake it because he's like, well, he's done. Wow. The reasonings why men, wow. Whoa. I mean, we basically said that. But that is the prevailing feeling. Men are just like, I'm done. Where women is like, I'm gonna make him feel good. I'm gonna scream a little bit.
Play the soundtrack.
Oh, I can't do this soundtrack. Yeah, he crip walk.
Crip walk.
He crip walk. Okay. Darkstar said, women fake it to inflate the egos of their partners. Question for the ladies.
Now, well, but they say inflate the ego of their partner, but it's that's twofold. Fuck that shit. They do that to inflate the egos of their partner, and also the same reason why men do it. You're lame, motherfucker. Let me get you the fuck up off me. Let me get done with this. It's the same. It ain't nothing to do with no inflating no ego. It's a bamboozleism. That's what it is.
Bamboozleism. Oh wow.
So faking orgasms is equal opportunity. So ladies, every time a guy get that little shake, he might be faking.
Say his legs shake a little bit.
Boy, I had his legs shaking last night. Wow. Women really, y'all, come on, ladies. Y'all fake it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, women they gotta, they gotta get that shit wet though when they fake it. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta.
Yeah, you can't fake it when you got
I'm watching you, but yeah, how you gonna fake in your shit plugged?
Can't
your
fake it when you
dry.
got cookie. Like we know you fake.
Sponge.
Well, I ain't never had nobody fake on me, but. But no, ladies, men out here faking it too. If you didn't know, now y'all know.
Touche.
36%. 36% of men report, and there's 3 dudes on this panel, right? Well, YWG, Mr. 50 Pumps didn't say nothing about faking it. He didn't, but Juggernaut,
50 pumps and I'm done.
Juggernaut and Maas, yeah, I'm guilty. I have faked an orgasm to get up.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I didn't fake that shit.
Out of a cesspool. I have faked an orgasm. I admit it. I've done it a few times. I've done it a few times. I need to hold my energy back. Yeah.
Got stuff to do.
One chick, I think she knew it. Because I went to the bathroom to take the rub off and she followed behind me. She's like, it ain't no nut in there.
Yeah, the stalker.
She was like, hold on, man. Hold on. She's been, hold on. I was like, why you following me? I got you.
Yeah, that's crazy. She following you.
She's like, it wasn't nothing in there. I was like, yeah. Just didn't see it.
That Joe had air in it.
We know women fake it more than we know women fake it all. Yeah, more than But yeah, you faking it, but But yeah, men are out here faking orgasms. It happens.
Scandalous.
It happens. Is there anything that anyone in
the thing about it is though, the weird part about it is a women can fake an orgasm, but guess what? They still getting stabbed. When a man fakes, he's pulling out. So you can fake it all you want to, you still getting the deep dump.
Wow. Wow.
And if that's a way for you to make him, encourage his heart to beat faster. Yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, you can fake it, but he's still making you take it.
That's why Ma said, take that.
Take that. Scorp said, that's crazy. She's chasing you. I don't know what she was chasing me for, Scorp, but yeah, it wasn't nothing. I was done. That bad boy came off. You know how when you
Yeah.
You know how when you got a suction cup and you pull it, go, That's how that bad boy. That bad boy was so tight it came off like. It wasn't nothing in there. I say, yeah, you just didn't see it. Sorry.
Ooh.
That bad boy peeled off like a bologna skin. Like, I mean, what could I say? I mean, I was done. I was sweating. Usually, you be sweating, and it be like, man, hold on, man. Something ain't right. The desert. The desert is dry. The desert is dry. You might even try spitting on it. I quit, man. I quit. Juggernaut, what you got to say about that? YWG, what you got to say about that? And yeah,
No, I ain't got nothing to say about the dragons. I think I already told. I told y'all last time about my COVID sex crime. I guess I could say. I ain't gonna say it was a crime. I think I already told y'all about it though, so I won't speak on it.
Hey, yeah. Change that wording, man. Change that wording, man.
No, it was a crime. I ain't raped nobody. Don't get me wrong. No, not that shit. No,
Great.
But no,
Great.
a crime could be, could just be anything just disastrous. You don't have to have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, man. But I think I didn't tell y'all about this, man.
Man, tell us.
Nah.
So this is So the chick came over. You know what I'm saying? During COVID time, so we was chilling. And let me ask y'all a question before I go. Now, anybody that was having sex during COVID with somebody that wasn't your wife, did y'all wear a mask?
Oh my God.
No.
That's funny. Nah, no mask.
Okay. Well, I didn't have.
No
but I'm
mask.
just saying it's kind of weird, because I had a couple of times I wore a mask. I thought I was fucking the damn robbery. I thought I was fucking the damn bank robbery.
A stick up.
I got my aqua mask on, girl. Come over, let's play.
Well, make a long story short, man. So she came over, so we was kicking it and shit. So it got down to the nitty gritty. So we was getting down. You know what I'm saying? You had your lube and all that shit, ready to go. So she's like, ooh, you got some lube? I was like, yeah. So, you know where your shit is in your crib. So, I reached by the table and shit, I get the lube and shit. I put it on me, I put it on her, and we back at it again, Then about a minute later, she's like, I was like, that feel good, baby? She's like, no. She said, I'm burning. It hurt. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, shit. So, we stopped and, we talked for about another 10, 15 minutes, and I, didn't know what to do. So she ended up leaving, right? So she walked out the house. So I came back in the room. I was like, felt bad and shit. I was like, damn, this motherfucker said she was hurting. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Nigga, I looked over.
Don't tell me that you put some.
Nigga with some hand sanitizer.
You didn't put it out. Oh man, you didn't put those coochie lips up. Oh my God.
Man, they the bottles looked the same, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, there was some hand sanitizer, bro. I was like, damn.
Dog, you wild as hell. She never called you.
I never told her the truth. I never told her the truth about that. I never told her what to do.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. It was
kind of wild cat. Oh boy, you wild as hell.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, crazy.
You gave him flaming lips.
Nigga, she said she was burning.
Not the lips.
I was like, damn, why are you burning?
Oh my gosh.
I guess I found out after that.
Oh my gosh, boy, you a wild.
That's funny.
You a wild dude.
And I still ain't told her. Think I should tell her?
You a wild? Hell no.
Only if you want it again and you can't get it.
This dude done put hand sanitizer on the rubber and burnt the lips up. Oh my God. Wow. All the ladies that came in here and got something to say about that one. Oh my God. That is.
They woke up. Look, the ladies woke up.
You were demon. sanitizer.
I told
on
you.
the lady. You know how you just squirt it on?
I told you he was a demon.
You know how you don't put it on the rub, just squirt it on them? He didn't squirted hand sanitizer on the lady's cuckoo.
Man,
Wow.
hey, man, you know.
Scorp said she ran like a scalded dog. Oh man, this dude said he didn't put hand sanitizer on the rubber.
Man, they was in there. The bottles are the same, look the same. They, you know what I'm saying?
Woo-wee.
They
Oh
pour
man, that girl,
Yeah.
that lady, she swear she
my
went to
sister,
the
my
doctor.
sister. I told my sister told me I should call her and tell her what really happened.
She went to the doctor the next day.
I don't know what she did.
She probably laughed. She
No,
probably
I mean, don't
laughed
get
at
me
the
wrong. I mean, we
story.
looked up after that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know, man. I
thought
never,
you burnt
I
her.
never told her though. But
Oh my gosh, this dude put hand sanitizer on the rubber.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
Woo!
nigga, that shit. Hey man, that was crazy, bro.
I know she jumped straight up.
She's like, oh. I was like, it feel good. I was like,
Oh man, I'm gone. Hey, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done after that one. This dude right here is crazy as hell. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This dude's man. What the hell?
Hey, I needed that one.
Oh man. That lady's lips was red for about 3 days. Oh man, this dude is wild.
that shit was crazy, man. I didn't, shit, I didn't know.
A.M. Brown said they may look the same, but they don't smell the same. Oh my God. Oh, man, what this dude is wild. This dude is wild. I don't know what to say about that one. I'm over here almost in tears. Wow.
I mean, it was just alcohol.
It's just alcohol?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Wild as hell. Damn. Woo-wee.
All I can say is it wasn't done on purpose. It was just an accident.
This dude say, oh man, damn. Hand sanitizer on the coochie lips. I'm at a loss for words. That is a first. I've heard now I may have heard everything. I may have heard everything now. My man said he accidentally put hand sanitizer on the rubber.
Yeah, man, it was liquid. I mean, like I said, man,
Scorp gonna say that's when hand sanitizer was stronger because it was trying to kill everything. Oh my God. I wanted to do hand sanitizer get the STD out. Hey, I might have to put. No, I'm just. Damn, hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I felt bad after I realized what it really was.
Wow, that is a new one. I didn't know that story was going to come up, but
yeah, I thought I told y'all that before.
Just
Nah.
We're talking about men faking orgasms. Ladies really didn't think men were faking orgasms, but yeah, 40% of men are out here. I'm done.
Don't forget the leg shake. Gotta shake that one leg.
Leg shake. Man,
Yeah.
he is done. Oh man, I don't know if we can follow that. I don't know if we can follow up their story with the rest of this conversation. Damn. Hot lips. That's the new definition of hot lips.
Flaming Cheeto. What was that? Flaming Cheeto disease.
Ooh.
Yeah, what is that, Dark Sky? What he ate some flaming Cheetos and then gave you some head?
Nah, dude probably ate some flaming Cheetos, then put his fingers down there.
Mmm.
Ah,
Yeah.
yikes.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
Ooh, oh, the shocker, the shocker. Yeah. Wow, fireball. On fire. Man, I know she went straight to the bathroom, but the thing about it is if she put some water on that might have made it burn even a little bit more.
Go home and sit on the bag of ice.
Jug man, and then she came. Jug man, I'm not gonna say nothing, but I don't know what you did to that woman, but if she came back to see you again, you must be a nasty.
Oh, look, man.
Cause she came back to see you after you put the alcohol on her cuckoo. Yeah, you a nasty.
I'm like Thor when you walk in the house to get something to eat. Put the hammer down.
Ladies, y'all heard this dude. He done flamed the lips up. Now he's Thor. Hey, he gotta be Thor if she came back to see him again after he flamed her lips up like that. Boy, that's a new one right there. That's it.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, man, but also too, it's a testament too that, she was clean because if she,
I guarantee she was after you put 90% isopropyl on her. Yeesh. Damn.
she was clean, so
Oh my God. He said
But
she
just think
was.
if she had something, boy, that shit would have been horrific.
Oh my God. This dude is crazy. This dude cleaned the coochie out on accident.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's kind of fucked up.
I knew that's what Dark Star was talking about. Somebody ate some Cheetos and then put their fingers down there and burnt that clitoris up.
Yeah, I would think that, that's
Damn,
common courtesy.
on the
Have to
clitoris?
wash your hands. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, ladies, don't make. Hey, yeah. I think that's a new one right there. Lady, make me mad. I'm gonna put some motherfucking hot sauce on the tip of my finger and then rub it on her clit.
Damn.
So, yeah, don't make me mad. My clit be swole like a big toe. Like my man on I'ma Get You Suckers toe be throbbing for a couple days. I put some hot sauce on it. No, I wouldn't do that, ladies. I'm talking crazy. I would not. She put the toilet paper in the freezer. What?
Is it that Snoop Dogg wine?
You talking? Nah. It's a voodoo. It's a voodoo Ranger.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you what you drinking tonight.
An IPA called Voodoo Ranger. 9.5%. Yeah, I don't like drinking a whole lot of beer. Just give me one that's real strong, and I'm good.
Right. Yeah, just, at the end of the day, man, everybody just be good to one another,
Yeah, in terms of that, but we got one more question to close the night out. And y'all already know it's after 11, so y'all know it's sexually related.
What's the question? I got to step away and I'll be back. What's the question?
Now, go ahead, step away. I'll wait for you to come back.
No, don't wait for me to come back. Let me give me something, because I don't smoke in the house, so I got to step outside.
Oh, damn. Okay. So the sexual question that ends the show tonight is, ladies, do you have to be warmed up before the butter knife comes out?
All right, I'll be back.
I say warmed up. This is thing going around. These ladies say that a man gotta go down on them else he ain't getting none. So we talked about men faking orgasms. Now we're gonna talk about the ladies. Why a man gotta go down on y'all to get y'all ready when y'all don't want to reciprocate? Why does a man have to go down on y'all to get you ready, but then you don't want to reciprocate? The only time that's reserved for is for a wife. Only a wife gets the tongue with no bum bum. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, YWG? You're the only married person on this panel. Yeah, y'all see he got a beard, so he's getting fertilized. I'm clean. There's two guys with beards in here, and there's one guy that is clean shaven. That will tell you something. Nah, don't even let me get the line. I love ladies. Yep. See. Camille said, "Oh shit, it's just mean." I'm glad. I'm glad a lady said that it's mean to want a man to go down on you and not want to reciprocate. A lady said that, y'all. But what is it? Is that like a one up on the dude? If you give him some coochie, at least you can say, "Well, I made you eat my cuckoo."
She owe you one.
Like I gave him some, but he ate it. Is that like a one up for y'all? I gave him some, but he ate it to get it. Dark Star said because women. See, it's a lady, so she said women. At least Dark Star knows she's selfish. Dark Star said because women are selfish. Dark Star's a woman. At least you know you're selfish, Dark Star. At least you know. Wow, you know, Squirt was gonna have something crazy to say. She said she could take it or leave.
Yep.
Squirt, we gonna work with you because you got a I think the disdain that you have for your ex then rubbed over to the rest of men. Squirt, we gonna.
Nah, she be going to Florida.
Yeah, she say she don't be sneaking down there, but I know Squirt be sneaking down there.
Oh, she be tiptoeing down to Florida.
Yes, we know Scorp sneaking. we know Scorp is sneaking.
Tiptoeing. She tiptoeing down to Florida.
Scorp is tiptoeing. Yes, yeah. See, you say you ask that question, and ladies get to laugh. Look at Camille, she laughing. Yeah.
She
Ladies,
kikiing.
Y'all want a man to eat. Yeah, y'all want a man to eat taco. Eat the taco, and and you don't want to give him no salsa. You don't want to give him no salsa up. Go over and get that salsa. You don't want to come over and make a dude do the salsa. That's weak, ladies. That's weak. There has to be some reciprocation. You can't expect a man to go down on you. And now sometimes, men will just, we just got that carnal nature where we'll do it and ready. But sometimes, ladies, you can't be selfish. Dark Star said it. Women are selfish, especially when it comes to reciprocation of oral sex. Yeah, ladies get real quiet and start laughing like Camille. Yeah, everybody's laughing. Scorp mama's laughing. See, Camille says she prefer being warmed up, but she will reciprocate. See, look. Reciprocation. Reciprocation is the key to good sex. Scorp, I don't know what connotation that means, Scorp. I don't know what that means. You can take it and grab it, your man, or I don't know what you saying. Scorp, you know you be talking in double entendres and stuff. You say one thing, it'd be totally different. So I don't know what you're saying. But I know that ladies do not believe in reciprocation. And we need to talk about that. Why is it? What's up with that, ladies? Because for one, y'all should go first. Because once a man has performed on you, it's time for action. Ladies go first. Ladies go first. You're supposed to warm your man up first, and then he warm you up, and then it's on. Uh-oh. A.M. Brown says she quiet because she don't want her big bro in her business.
Yep. Because she know I go down there with my belt and whoop that tail.
A.M. Brown, man, don't listen to your big brother. You gotta get for the ladies. Quit playing. Look at Scorp laughing. Yeah, she knows she been talking about she ain't going to Florida and she hate her ex and he ain't keep calling for nothing.
Exactly. He looking for her in the daytime with a flashlight.
That don't reciprocate, y'all get the fake orgasm. Y'all get the fake whole face. You ladies that don't want to reciprocate and don't want to help the man, y'all get the fake O face. Oh. Yeah.
Hey,
Y'all get the fake O face. I'm just over here talking about how reciprocation is the key to good sex. You got women out here that want you to warm them up, but they don't want to do no reciprocating. They get the fake face.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's a two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying?
It's a two-edged sword, lady. You gotta become a sword swallower. But this one won't cut your tonsils. It'll rub them.
Camille said
Not
she.
all of them.
Camille said she reciprocate. Okay, protect that woman.
I didn't skip your comment. I didn't skip your comment. I just posted up. I would reciprocate too. I got you, Camille. I would not skip. We most definitely not gonna skip them comments when the ladies say they reciprocate too. Cause you yeah. We most definitely not gonna skip those unless that's not the comment you was talking about. What, did you say something else up here? Nah, we don't skip. We don't skip comments. That's not what we do over here. But yeah, ladies, y'all
Yes.
ladies gotta start stepping up to the table. Put your bib on. Put your bib on.
You should put the bib on.
Get that baby bottle. You know the baby bottle, milk be drooling down the baby. Yeah, down your face. Get your baby bottle. Let me quit.
You wild boy.
Hey man, well it's 11:20. It's not 12 o'clock yet. The Gremlin ain't came out yet. Ain't nobody threw no water on me. So the gremlin stripes ain't came out yet. He got about 40 minutes. Scorp said we make her job easy. What? How I make your job easy, Scorp? I'm 700 miles from you. What you over? See, you messed. See, you got that robot sex going on. You got that robot sex going on with that damn Rose. You got that robot sex going on with that Rose. Well, at least you're thinking about me, though.
Yeah. You keep playing with that Rose. I heard it make you some women.
Man, they said this shit don't they put electrical charge in their shit?
It was a thing about some lady used the Rose and her little man in the boat went to shore. That motherfucker left.
Hold on, what left?
The shit fell off.
Her clit?
Yep.
Ooh. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. I heard that bad boy does put an electrical charge on them, and yeah, man. You ladies, yeah, y'all might not want men, but robot sex might not be the way to go. Y'all need to leave them roses alone, because for one, you desensitize yourself to a man when you use them damn things. Cause can't no man keep up with nothing that you gotta charge up with a seat, with a what's that, a seat? What's it, a seat thing?
Duracell battery.
Seat charger? Yeah, man. Can't no man keep up with something that you gotta charge up with a C charger. No, I'm not even trying to. I'm not even trying to keep up with no Rose, no machine,
No rabbit.
no rabbit, no mannequin with a heart on. I'm not trying to keep up with I'm not keeping up with none of that. So yeah, ladies, robots is not the way to go. Even though they said that more women would be having robot sex by the year 2025. And we're in 2025, and it's only a few women that I know that don't have no rose or no toy or no dildong or no double dong dong or, yeah, none of that stuff. It's a few. Even married ladies. But we got Mr. 50 Pumps in here. He's like, ain't no toys in his house. Ain't no, yeah, I ain't gonna even lie. If a woman pull a toy out, yeah, that turned me off. Yeah, I'm not holding your dong dong. Fake, I'm not holding your dong dong. So you gonna have to jab yourself with that bad boy, cause my hands is not, these hands ain't going on no dong dong. Plastic. These hands is dong dongless. So yeah, your toy, yeah, you, no. I got the toy. I got the toys. But yeah, ladies, no reciprocation equals, oh, fake face. Juggernaut,
What's that?
YWG, and myself have all faked orgasms, and we're not the only ones. So if you're not reciprocating, and that's why I did this last question, because it goes on the end of that question as well, because if you're not reciprocating, you're getting the fake old face, ladies. Everybody ain't strong enough. Everybody ain't strong enough to get up out of it and be like, I'm done. But there's some brothers that, oh, okay, Camille said, no way. No way she got no robot sex. No way. But yeah, ladies, brothers is out here faking orgasms now. So better be on your game. Better be on your game. YWG, put your link up to your YouTube page. I was gonna put it up, but I don't know exactly what it is. Juggernaut, put the link up to your page, man, so they can go to your page and they can, go check out Juggernaut TV's page. He's got a game.
What do we have to type?
He's got a Juggernaut has a game that's coming out, and you most definitely are going to want to play this game that he's developed. He didn't talk about it. Maybe he'll talk about it before we get off here tonight. But yeah, go check out Juggernaut's page. He's got the game called the Money Flipper. I might have said it wrong. He'll correct me when he starts talking. But
Yeah.
go check out YWG's page. Get your gardening tips. He's gonna let you know what's going on in terms of what to grow. If you're thinking about growing something and you don't know what you can grow in your area, you can hit YWG up and he'll let you know what you can grow in your region. He might charge you, I don't know, but he might help you for the free. But I'm gonna quit talking for people. I'm Maas. I'm on every night, 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Different topics. Thursdays is the usual night for the roundtable, and Friday night is usually the sex show. But I kind of combined both of them tonight to, encompass missing those 2 days. But yes, Thursday nights is the roundtable show. Friday nights is the sex show. I'm going to turn the show over to YWG and Juggernaut TV. I'll be right back after they get done. I don't know which one of y'all going to talk first, but somebody got to say something.
Okay, I guess I'll say something. Let's see. You can check me out on YWG or Your Weekend Gardener. I think it's Your Weekend Gardener 301. I believe that's because Maas doesn't have a link that you can type in to bring up your page because he's cheap. But just on my channel, like he said, I talk about regional.
Because you are a moderator, you can just type your link in the chat. It'll come up. Go to the link, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think Scorp tried to do it for me, but it came up. She gave me my dirty page.
After dark, where you be talking nasty.
Yeah, after dark, where I be talking nasty.
Damn.
But yeah, on my regular Your Weekend Gardener channel, I talk about gardening, fruit trees, anything from watermelon, squash, cucumbers, pests. I talk about pests in your yard and everything. So yeah, just tune in. You'll see some of everything. That's all I got.
Yeah, as far as me, I got a couple of shorts on there on my page. I got a few things on my playlist. A couple of things that got some stand up on there, and they got a thing called Pulp Wars, where I was in this parody. Did that, but I, trying to figure out some more things out. As far as my game goes, a game called Cash Flip. It's a family game. It's an interactive game. It's not anything that's digital. It's in person, so it's human to human contact, with your family. I'm still working on some things with that. I mean, the prototype is complete. I just got to get some plate games in to try to get some numbers up. But it's definitely interesting. I think it's a fun game. Hopefully, I can get that out within the next 6 months. Just depends on how my game play goes and things like that. But I think you would definitely enjoy it. But other than that, just enjoying the camaraderie between everybody. I'm glad y'all tuned in, and I appreciate being on the round table.
Yeah, this was an inaugural show.
Yeah. Now, it's your boy Maas. I want to thank my brothers for coming out here and kicking it with me tonight. Don't go nowhere because we got some talking to do. But yeah, y'all already know. It's the nights of the round table. I had to bust my other cape out. This is the long cape. I had to bust the long cape out tonight with the flower suit because it's the round table. Y'all know your boy Maas. I'm here for the adults. We have good conversations over here. Go check out my people's page. Go check out Scorp Mama's page. Scorp is the master knitter. She's one of the entrepreneurs that comes through here. I know Scorp don't come on the live, but we gonna get Scorp on the live one. We gonna get her on the panel one day. But go check her page out. She sews, she knits, she makes all types of stuff. Go check her page out. But yeah, it's your boy Maas. This season 2. You never know what you're gonna get, what the conversation is gonna be on the page. From day to day, it changes. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that comes through, watches the show. You know, we're gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to push my other people. We're gonna we gonna all grow. We're gonna grow together. It ain't just about me. It ain't just about me. It's about y'all too. That's why I always value everybody's input into the show. Yeah, because y'all part of this community too. It ain't just about what my eyes want to talk about. I take into account what all y'all want to talk about. So yeah, y'all already know how we do over here. It's the weekend. Everybody done got to the money during the week. All
Lab
got to
Addicts Music Group.
Monday at 9 o'clock. We'll be back for another edition of Adult Conversation with Maas. Thanks everybody. Holla at y'all.